Moon Magic Super Souls, hello, welcome to the Moon Month Energy Update and your all zodiac sign readings as well. How are you all doing? This is an incredible time that we're living in. There are massive surges of energy flying in from our beautiful planets. I always think of the planets as teachers, actually, our mentors and our teachers who are edging us towards higher levels of consciousness. The trouble is sometimes it doesn't feel like we're being edged or nudged gently. It can feel like a brick to the head or a kick up the proverbial. It's the energy is flying around in the most phenomenal way. We're seeing lots of reactive stuff going on in the world, very much in alignment with the incoming astrological energy. So I'm going to do this Moon Month update for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the incredible dynamics that are sitting around this new moon. And then I'm going to show you the cards and the runes that were drawn in the Astro-Moon diary for this moon month. And they're kind of mind-blowing, actually, because they really do reflect how we can use this energy, what we can do with it, so that we become we become an active co-creator in manifesting the world that we want to live in, really. This new moon is phenomenal in terms of regeneration through consciousness, healing through consciousness, being able to manifest through consciousness, being able to work out what your calling is potentially through conscious request, conscious wishes, conscious intentions. It's really quite something else. So anyway, where was I? I'm going to give you, in this video, I'll talk a little bit about these dynamics. Then we'll look at those cards and those runes. Then I will give you a rundown of the overall flow of energy, literally through the whole month. So you know if there's any spiky bits of energy that you really need to be aware of, any long void of course moon periods. A void of course moon, if you're not familiar with that term, is when the moon is moving from one zodiac sign to another and there's a space in between. Sometimes it's quite fleeting, just an hour or two at the most, but sometimes it can be really long. And when that happens, sometimes it can feel like we're being really liberated because the energy of the moon isn't channeling through the personality of a particular sign. But if there's tons of stuff going on in your world, it can actually also leave you feeling a bit out at sea as well. So I'll let you know when those are as well, any long void of course periods. And then I'm going to do readings for all zodiac signs. So beautiful souls, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. And how are you all doing? Thank you so much for your comments, your love and support of me, and also your love and support of one another. You guys are amazing. I read your comments and I know that for a lot of you there's tons of stuff going on, which is very much in alignment with the kind of overall flow of astrological energy. But seriously, we can use the higher vibration of this stuff to really transform our lives, and this new moon is primed to assist us in this. So it's a very powerful time. So let me tell you, we have a new moon in Cancer. This new moon is sandwiched between two full moons in Capricorn. And we've just had a full moon in Capricorn at 1 degree in Capricorn. And actually at the end of the month, we will have a full moon in Capricorn at 29 degrees. Now, the relevance of this is particularly important because many of the big planets are sitting on this sort of cusp of 28, 29 degrees, 1 degree, 2 degrees, where they're shifting signs. And the big planets are really influencing us. The outer planets are influencing us in ways that create very big generational global trends. And at the moment there is a ton of stuff that is pushing us forwards into a space of higher levels of consciousness. We've also had tons of solar flares, and this new moon in this new moon in Cancer rather, actually sits with Sirius. Sirius is our spiritual sun. I think Sirius is, something like 6 times larger than our sun. It's absolutely primed, the energy, because every new moon the sun and the moon come together. It's like a sacred marriage, a sacred union, but this time they sit in healing energy with the healing energy of Cancer, where we can nurture things into being and put wishes and intentions forwards to create resolution, to bring peace, whether that's peace of mind to ourselves, healing for ourselves, or indeed sending peace out into the world in a more global way. So very, very powerful, but combined with this sacred marriage, they sit with Sirius, our spiritual sun. Now, on the day of the new moon, I intend to be up at the crack of dawn, in fact earlier than dawn, at the sacred hours of 3, 6, 9 and 12. I am actually going to be sitting in prayer, not entirely during the day because I'm actually in a full day meeting, but I will be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I will be setting prayers and holding prayers actually for all of you. I read your comments and I'm really hearing that for many of you there's big stuff going on. So I'm going to ask you if you have anything that's going on in your world that you feel you need assistance with, to really sort of through the ethers connect in with me. I will be up really early at 3 in the morning here in the UK. At 6 in the morning I will be holding prayers, and then at the end of the day, because I'm in a full day meeting, at 6 and 9 and again midnight, I'm going to hold prayers for this community, for all of you. I know so many of you have big stuff going on, so please tune in with me on those hours. You can work out where you are. I'll put a link actually in the description to a site that will allow you or help you to work out what time that is in whatever time zone you are in. Tune in with me and ask for assistance, because this is a moon when we can really do this. And I'm really going to sit there and be holding your prayers, your wishes, your intentions, and backing you 1,000% with mine. And in the evening, I will actually be sitting in a very, very sacred site, actually, to take those wishes forward, those dreams, those hopes, those prayers for healing. I will be sitting in a very sacred place here in Wiltshire to honour all of you. So please do connect in with me through the ethers on those sacred hours, 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and then later it will be 6, 9 and midnight. And let's do this. Let's really use this energy at its best, at its highest vibration. So whether this is, peace for yourselves in whatever way you need, and also if you just wish to send in and connect in and link in, we can send wishes for peace for our beautiful planet and all who live here. There's so much turmoil and upheaval going on, and unrest and unease. We are living in a period of massive accelerated growth. And that isn't necessarily always easy, to put it mildly. So, beautiful souls, thank you all of you for your love and support of me, for your love and support of one another. And thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, all of these things. Let's shift the camera down and have a look at the cards and the runes for this moon month, because they really do give us insight into how to navigate the current flow of energy. I also just want to say, very, very excitingly, I am negotiating discussions with a software developer who is going to take the information from the diary next year, 2025, and put it online. There will be a fee for it, but it won't be very much, I hope. We'll be able to do this at a really low cost. And it means that you'll be able to tune into that, log into it literally, and whatever time zone you're in, anywhere on our beautiful planet, it will be able to tell you how the information in the diary relates to literally where you are geographically. So you'll know where the moon is, what she's doing, and what the current influences are. It's really, really exciting, because up until now, all the dates in the diary in the hard copies are, of course, relevant to the UK. There is also a possibility that I may be able to produce a diary for at least America, with at least one time zone in the States, and possibly one for sort of down under. I don't know. I mean, that's something I'm looking into. But certainly you will absolutely be able to access all of the information in the diary and apply it to wherever you are by tuning into this we can get it online in a way that you can put in your time zone. So it's really, really exciting. It's actually very in tune with energetically what's happening this month. I'm going to be working on this and making it real. And this is exactly the energy of this moon month. What are your dreams? What are your wishes? What do you want to take forward that can be for the good of the whole or benefit yourself and others? What kind of healing do you need? What regeneration do you need? And we can kind of make it real. I should just add to this the relevance of the Capricorn full moons being on the cusp because of these planets that are there. We also at the moment have Saturn and Neptune in retrograde. Now, Saturn brings us some quite big, tough life lessons, but enables us to restructure and make stuff real. So we've got a retrograde energy where we can really be reflective on what we want to manifest and how we want to kind of make this possible. Neptune connects to a very spiritual energy, but can also be a little bit confusing. So, you know, sometimes we can be a little bit idealized, or indeed we can sometimes come across elements of deception, whether we deceive ourselves or we're meeting people who are deceiving us. So, you know, there's some really interesting energy around, but actually when used in its highest vibration, this combination can really help us this month to kind of get down to it, to really think about what our wishes and our dreams are for the bigger picture, for us in relationship to the bigger picture, and anything connected to our spiritual pathway, walking a spiritual pathway generally, creating a spiritual pathway for your career or any aspect of your world, your home, your family, anything that aligns with a higher vision and higher vibration. You can be assisted in understanding what steps you need to take to make it real. So beautiful, souls. Let's shift the camera down and look at these cards and runes, and then I will give you an overall flow of energy for the moon month and draw your all zodiac sign readings as well. Tons of love and see you in a minute. Oh, I should say the timestamps for all of these things are in the description, and I'll put them in a comment as well. So if you want to come back to the video at any time, if you feel like you're having a big wobble and you're wondering what's going on, you can come back to it and find the dates and see what's actually happening, you know, with the incoming flow of lunar energy at any given time. So tons of love. Let's have a look at the cards and the runes for the moon month. So Moon Magic Super Souls, just look what we have here. These are the cards for July, and these are for August. So we can kind of see a shift in the energy flow. Now, Dislike of Others, I think, is a really interesting card, especially with Fehu, which is a rune that speaks of ambitions satisfied, unexpected rewards and gains. Now, this card says, sometimes we form strongly negative feelings towards others. In truth, it is not them that we dislike, but their words, actions and behaviour. This card asks you to try to detach from the experience of their behaviour and see them as a soul on their own unique pathway, attempting to manage their own challenging life lessons. Now, that's not always easy if you are being treated badly by somebody or there's stuff going on. And certainly the most recent readings that I've been doing, the readings for July, I think it was the readings of July actually, the card Toxic came up in every single reading. You know, we're really seeing massive working through of stuff where we are learning to cut cords, we're learning to speak out, we're learning to align with a higher vibration, we're learning to not take on the energy of others, and to kind of recognize what we can do and what we can't do. You know, we can't change the behavior of others, but we can choose what we do in response to it, including, if necessary, cutting cords, letting go gracefully. So I think with this card, it's really identifying something of the kind of what I would call crazy energy that's around at the moment, where we're seeing such a lot of reactive behavior and a lot of division. And it's really asking us to try and hold our perspective and to this from a higher vibrational perspective, the higher vision, the higher goal. Don't be dragged into it, because if we're dragged into it, we're kind of feeding it, and we don't really wish to do that. We then have Shine. I mean, what a joyous card, and it's shown up with Wunjo, the rune of joy. The time is right for you to spread your wings and soar. You have something valuable to share. Bring forth your greatest contribution. Step into your fullest potential. Show the world the real you. Reach out and shine. The universe supports your growth. This is gorgeous. I mean, with the rune of joy, it's really suggesting that if you can keep your vibration clean, clear, high, choose how you engage or not engage at all with toxicity, negativity, making clearly defined choices. I'll talk about this card in just a moment. It's kind of basically saying, look, this is possible. You know, this really is a moon month where we are looking at regeneration through consciousness, manifestation through consciousness, healing through consciousness. So that's a very empowering position to be in. And, you know, remember, empowerment is never power over others, it's power over ourselves. Now, as we move in this shift of energy into August, what we have is the card Let Go Gracefully. Something in your life is calling for you to let it go. Let go gracefully. Whatever has taken place in the past, it's time to move forwards, and letting go will make way for the new. Whether this is a person, a situation, an outdated thought or behavior pattern, this card comes to reassure you that new horizons are waiting for you. Okay, very powerful card to get. And we have the rune of Tewaz, the spiritual warrior, which is about taking quite clear actions, you know, being decisive, whether we are letting go of thinking patterns, letting go of behavior patterns within us, letting go of addictions within us, whether we are letting go of toxic ties, choosing not to be connected with people who don't really align with us, or choosing not to engage with them if they are, you know, in our immediate world and we have to be around them, choosing not to take on their energy. And then we have this beautiful card of Persevere. Who would have thought that a humble acorn could grow into a mighty oak tree? But of course this takes time. Whatever you are involved in, this card brings a message of reassurance. Your hard work and continued effort and dedication will come to fruition. You are asked to persevere and trust. Wow, this is really assuring us that the energy is with us to make this possible. You know, whatever prayers we are putting into the world, let go gracefully of anything that's not aligning with those prayers, those wishes, those intentions, and then persevere, because this can happen. The energy is primed to make this real and to make it possible. I mean, how amazing, how groovy is that? So these cards are really helping us to know and feel the flow of energy for us during this moon month. So beautiful souls, let's move to the overall incoming flow of energy. I'm going to talk to you about the moon phases and the kind of incoming flow of energy as we navigate this moon month, and then I will move to drawing the all zodiac sign readings for you as well. We begin this amazing moon month with the new moon in Cancer on July the 5th or the 6th, depending on where you are on our beautiful planet. Now, I'm going to bring up some timings onto the screen for you. Now, we can't show every time zone across the planet because there are too many to put here, but hopefully you'll be able to tune in online and find your exact time zones next year for the 2025 diary, which is very, very exciting. And these timings should give you an indication of the exact time for you wherever you are. You should be able to work it out. Now, there is an underlying theme of healing and communication that's already around. It's been in the build up to this new moon. However, this new moon also has a really distinctive undertone of excitement about it, which is just fabulous. The influence of Cancer naturally emphasizes healing and nurture and a balanced flow of energy, including the way that we navigate the balance of needs being met within relationships. The astrodynamics today seem to suggest an opportunity to throw out old patterns of relating that no longer serve you and welcome in relationships that maintain a healthy balance of giving and receiving. The energy also seems to kind of potentially override some of the vulnerability that we often feel that's associated with change and transition, and there's a ton of that going on. In fact, the very essence of this new moon looks to initiate a space of dynamic openings for emotional healing. So if you've been hurt in the past or experienced the challenges of a non-equal relationship or a non-equal partnership, this is an ideal moon to set wishes that release you from any anxiety or any insecurity in these areas, and this will bring you emotional strength. Don't forget to set your new moon wishes and intentions within the 8 hours that follow the exact timing of the new moon in your location. That's the time when the energy is most potent. The moon then moves into her waxing crescent moon phase, which runs from July the 6th to July the 12th. Now, she's going to pass through Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and into Libra. And the overall flow of this waxing crescent phase carries a very clear message of forward motion. Having identified your new moon wishes and intentions, particularly within your relationships and any areas of your world that require greater harmony and greater balance, this moon phase is asking you to get going and do something with this in real terms. The flavour of healing, particularly within relationships, is carried forwards, and the forward motion of this moon phase seems to be offering an opportunity to break free from any patterns of behaviour that have been holding you back in any way, shape or form, but most especially within relationships. Now, there are several significant surges of energy during this moon phase. The 7th suggests an urge to really move something forwards and birth your new attitudes into the world in real terms. The 10th then invites you to expand this and take it further. And then on the 11th, the energy suggests the opportunity to really assess, tweak and potentially course correct, which will bring clarity of direction. We also have a void of course moon, which lasts for 7 hours when the moon moves from Leo into Virgo on July the 9th. The moon then reaches her first quarter position. This is on July the 13th and moving into the 14th. And the moon is technically in Libra, but moves very quickly into Scorpio. And curiously enough, this first quarter position actually coincides as the moon moves from Libra into Scorpio with a 16-hour void of course period. So this is quite big. Now, the first quarter moon naturally invites evaluation, showing you exactly what you need to see to move forwards. And today, continuing the flavour of relational harmony, the Libra influence of balance and harmony seems to be inviting you to notice whether you predominantly follow your head or do you predominantly follow your heart, particularly in relationship. And it's as if we're being invited to notice the difference between the two and also to recognise the input and the value of both. You know, sometimes we need to listen to our heart. Indeed, I would say always, but sometimes we need to also get realistic, be logical as well, work out what we're going to do, evaluate, especially in difficult relationships, especially in relationships that are not in balance. So this is a really interesting day for internal reflection that leads to personal empowerment through awareness. The moon then moves into her waxing gibbous moon phase. This is when she's moving from the first quarter up to the full moon, so she's getting bigger, the energy is rising. The waxing gibbous moon phase is running from July the 15th to the 20th, passing through Scorpio, Sagittarius and Capricorn. Now, the lunar flow of this moon is promoting a strong and steady flow of deep and meaningful, significant progression. So attend to your world with genuine diligence, connecting in with what really matters. We see quite a strong spike of energy on the 16th, tapping into a strong energetic of change and transformation. So be aware of this. If others around you are not in the same zone, then try to tread gently. The overall astrodynamics of this entire period favour forward motion. On the 19th, the lunar influence suggests a potential for confusion and decision potential indecision and or indecision. However, this is quite fleeting and it's quite short-lived as an influence. So take your time, observe and notice before taking action, and then continue moving ahead in alignment with the overall flow of gathering momentum. We then have a full moon in Capricorn, 29 degrees and 8 minutes on July the 21st. I'm just going to bring up the timings for you in your own time zone or in a variety of time zones for you. Now, as I've already said, this is a very, very powerful full moon. Energetically, this is truly a moon of solid, profound potential, validating really big ambitions and grand designs, with the lunar influence promising to show you exactly what you need to see to actually make these real. This day suggests clear, precise, and potentially sharp communications. Now, this could feel on point and bring you really good, extraordinary clarity. On the other hand, it could also feel a bit hard-hitting. Full moons are very powerful and we often feel quite emotionally affected by them. In reality, either way, in the overall scheme of things, both scenarios are going to be helpful because clear and precise information will help you to throw out old ways of thinking, outdated perceptions, and any old paradigms and ways of being that simply no longer serve you. The energy of this very strong and determined Capricorn moon is arriving with purpose, inviting you to step into your fullest potential, dare to dream big, and then be prepared to be shown what you need to see to actually achieve this. Very, very, very big, very, very, very well. I will be doing a lot of readings around the astrodynamics at this time. So if you're new to my channel and you want to make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I upload it, or a video as soon as I upload it, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon. The moon then moves into her disseminating or waning gibbous moon phase, and this is running from July the 22nd through to the 27th, and the moon will pass through Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and then into Taurus. Now, the overall flow of energy during this moon phase is positive, flowing, and loaded with possibility in terms of ongoing, steady, and very delightful progress. On the 23rd and 24th, there are a couple of strong spikes of energy that could be a little bit impulsive, but these energetics are actually holding much potential. This additional push of energy could really add weight to your desires to bring change into being and in real terms. The lunar influence also activates a lovely additional dynamic that strongly supports determined and focused self-control. And on the 26th, the moon connects with a very strong karmic influence, which in turn will assist you in holding very clear, focused intent and with purpose. So overall, this period could be really, really incredibly productive. We also, between the 26th and the 27th, when the moon moves from Aries into Taurus, we actually have a 19-hour void of course period. So this could actually be quite energetically freeing in terms of actually helping you to manifest and move things forwards. If you are in any way feeling confused or a bit out at sea, then I would just, drop anchor and just take your time, just be steady and meticulous, and I think the energy will work well for you. The moon then reaches her last quarter phase, which is on July the 28th in Taurus. This last quarter moon in beautiful, steady, solid Taurus is still linking in with the underlying theme of rebirth and emergence. Given that the waning gibbous phase may have been quite busy and significantly productive, this is a really good day to press the pause button and evaluate rather than ploughing ahead. And remember, we're coming out of a big void of course period as well. So take a breather. In areas of your world that are flowing forwards with ease, you're going to come back in full productivity and flow with renewed vitality. And in any areas of your manifestations that are not entirely clear, you can return with new eyes and a fresh outlook. The moon then moves into her balsamic moon or waning crescent moon phase. This runs from July the 29th through to August the 3rd, and the moon will pass through Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and then into Leo. Now, during this moon phase, even though the lunar energy is diminishing, there are some stronger undertones that could suggest a degree of impatience. So if anything in your world is not emerging at your desired pace, trust that any delays are arriving with purpose and take it easy. These influences are here to inform you. There is a distinct flavour of sustainability and durability in the air, almost as if your manifestations are being tested. Now, this isn't to create any difficulty for you, but to assist you so that wherever necessary, you can tweak the details to ensure that your direction is building a substantial and solid and very real future. On the 1st of August, this energetic is really reinforced as we celebrate the Earth festivals of Lammas in the Northern Hemisphere and Imbolc in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, both of these are festivals of fertility that naturally invite a pause for review. So really sit into this energy. It's really worthwhile using it. And then, of course, we begin a new moon month with the new moon in Leo on August the 4th. So, beautiful souls, I will, of course, be doing a moon month update, energy update, and all zodiac sign readings all over again. So, beautiful souls, let's move through to those all zodiac sign readings and see what is happening for this moon month for you. Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is draw you a starseed card. You have the card of a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Wow. Now, Aries, my beautiful souls, there's going to be a lot happening for you within, well, not just now, but in next year. We have, I think, Neptune joining your sign, which is epic when Neptune moves from Pisces into Aries. So there's just big stuff going on. But because you are the first sign of the zodiac, things have been, Chiron has been traveling through your sign. There's just so much happening, Aries, that has a direct impact on you and as a sign. Now, whether you are Sun in Aries, Moon in Aries, your rising sign is Aries, or indeed you have any number of planets in Aries, so you're checking out this reading, I just feel that there is, what's actually just channeling through here is that you have some sort of potential, either leadership is what's coming through. Now, the leadership element could be leading by example, or it could be literally stepping up and becoming a leader in some area, pioneering something, some area of your world. But it does feel as though you have a key role to play. And this month, this is about keep holding the vision. It's happening. Let's draw numbers for you and then some more cards. Okay, so your numbers, you've got 2 coming through here. Can you believe this, Aries? You could not write this. Keep holding the vision, hold your vision, 1551. I mean, this is blowing me away already. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous and brave spirit. Aries, you couldn't write it. We also have 999 release, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Aries, I feel this is a really exciting, valuable month for you. Now, if there is anything in your world that is almost wanting to leave, let go gracefully. Really, that's coming through. We are at a point of turn, a point of shift. We've had this big full moon in Capricorn. We have another one. They really are connecting in to the potential to really transform, to heal, to manifest through conscious thought. Okay, there is your first card. Stand your ground. That's an interesting one, my lovely Aries. And there is your second. I'm seeing both of these actually. Okay, this is very interesting. So we have stand your ground. We have lack. And we have you've done nothing wrong. This is very, very interesting, my beautiful Aries. When the Stand Your Ground card came through here, I actually thought to myself, what is it that you're needing to release? What is it that you're processing? You know, are you having to stand up for something? Are you having to look at this figure standing strong, standing tall, keeping your vision, standing up for what you believe in? I feel like if there is anyone around you who is critical of your potential, critical of your success, really don't take it personally. You haven't done anything wrong. This card says whatever's taken place was out of your control and out of your hands. This card asks you to let go of any feelings of guilt or personal blame. This was not your fault. You've done nothing wrong. And leading a spiritual life does not mean living in lack. I feel that you are being asked to really step up. We're talking about abundance and wealth again. When you have an abundance of wealth, both inner and outer, you will have an abundance to give and to share with others. Release any underlying beliefs that may be holding you back. Even the colours here, pinks, blues, purples, coming through. I think this is a really strong month for you, where you have the potential to really honour yourself, your dreams, your visions, to persevere with something, to keep going, to shine. It's like a process you might find of release, and then you then sort of acquire something. It's almost, and quite fast. I feel there's a turning around of energy that's quite fast for you, lovely Aries. Anything around you that has felt stuck, that isn't in alignment with you or not resonating with where you want to be or what you want to do, let it go, move along. It's not your fault. You can't control anybody else. You are so in zone in terms of the overall flow of energy. Let's draw the Archangel Power Tarot pack as well and see what else we are shown. We have 8 of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Yeah, there's a real feeling of letting go of something or someone or a circumstance, even if it's a limiting belief within you that may have been holding you back or stopping you from honestly moving forwards. Page of Gabriel, energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. We have King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. And I want one more here for you. King of Raphael, wowza. Wow, I mean seriously wow. 2 kings, my beautiful Aries. Let me move these along a little bit and see if I can actually turn the light down a little. I don't in many ways want to change the lighting in your reading at all, but I feel like we are being flooded with light. Literally, the card of lack is being lit up here. 8 of Raphael, King of Michael, King of Raphael. Wow. Yes, it's safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Follow your passion here again. Wisdom, objectivity. Stay in your integrity. I think this is a very, very powerful month for you, Aries. This is unquestionable. I think this is sort of... what I'm seeing here is any residue of the past, and I think for some of you there's a specific situation around you where you have questioned yourself and questioned what to do. You may have been left feeling a bit guilty or feeling like you ought to be giving, or you want to walk away but you know you can't, or there's been some difficulty. You may have met somebody that was untrustworthy or been involved in a situation that just didn't resonate with you. Whatever it is for you, I think it's around already. It's not new. What is really new is the shift in energy where I sort of feel you hold a different level of belief about yourself. Now, I think you've been working at that level of inner belief for a little while. What I think we're going to see in this moon month, July, and as we move into August, is almost like a liberation from anything that is not working for you. I'm seeing you rise. I said leadership right at the start was channeling through, whether you lead by example or whether you lead just in your own field, or you're stepping up and being your own leader, your own hero, your own heroine. Aries, I think your world is basically rising, and anything that has been holding you back or getting in the way is being released, and it may even show up in a way that is challenging with the "you've done nothing wrong" card and stand your ground. But if it shows up and it's challenging, it's simply an indication that it's time to let go of it. It's time to release it. You know, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Lovely Aries, I think this is a really phenomenal month for you, actually. I think there is a lot happening, but it feels as though there's this literally tilting in the energy. It's almost like the Earth's axis or your axis tilts. Perhaps you realign yourself. But whatever, I think for some of you, literally, there has been a situation where you've really, it's left you feeling, in fact, some people may even have left you feeling as though you're lacking or you're in the wrong. Well, you're not. You haven't done anything wrong. Beautiful Aries. I actually think this is a month of you seriously stepping up. The energy is primed. If you've watched the energy update at the beginning of this video, the energy is primed for transformation through consciousness, through awareness. And if I'm honest, I think this is you. I think this is going to work for you. I think the energy is perfect for you to take the initiative, to hold your vision. Do not let anything get in the way of that, beautiful souls. There's definitely an energy or a situation where you're needing to take charge of it, but it's about taking charge and doing what's right for you. It's not about anyone else. It's quite singular, actually, in its own way. It doesn't mean that you're dismissing anyone, but the energy around you is quite singular and the focus is actually quite singular. Let's draw some runes for you to just complete your reading. We have three. We have the rune of ice, we have the blank rune, and we have the rune of partnership. Gibbous, a gift. Okay, this is a rune of possibility. I think this is asking you not to hold back. Don't feel stuck or be stuck in anything. Literally release yourself from any fears. This card says this. This card asks you to release any underlying beliefs that you may hold regarding entitlement and worthiness that may be blocking your ability to receive. And you have the card release here. I mean, it's stunning, isn't it? When we've got release coming up, we've got holding your vision coming up, we've got ambitions coming up. You know, this is absolutely a moon month for you to step up and not let anything get in your way, Aries. And I don't mean in a ruthless kind of way, like stepping on people. I mean, you know, I literally mean in an empowered way. And empowerment is never power over others, it's power over ourselves. But I do feel there's been something around you that's been quite hard work. And they're really honouring that you haven't done anything wrong. Your spirit team are really acknowledging this. And they're really asking you to stay on track. And this is staying on your own track. It's not anybody else's. So beautiful souls, my lovely Aries. This is your reading. This is your moon month reading. I will be doing extendeds where I'll ask for more information. I'll be drawing more cards. I'll move straight into them, I think, now. And I'll ask for more detail and about what this is. But I'll be asking about different areas of your life, relationships, especially with partnership, Gibbous here. I'll be asking about your working world. I'll be asking about your home, your family, that kind of area. And we'll see what we're shown. But in all honesty, Aries, this is a stunning moon month. You're welcome to join me for the extendeds if you wish, but truly have an amazing month. Step up, be your own hero, be your own heroine. I just think this is truly a month when the it's kind of like the universe is rooting for you. It's seriously got your back, so you know, don't hold back in any way. Aries, have an amazing moon month, and I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. And thank you to all of you for being here. And you know, if you want to connect with those extendeds, please feel free to do so. I'll put all the relevant links in the description box and in the comment that I pin as well. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Taurus, welcome to your moon month readings. Now I'm going to draw a starseed card. Yours is coming through already. How interesting. You've actually got two. You have called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. And you have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. How fascinating, beautiful souls. So you have two cards. I'm going to draw some runes as well for you. How interesting. This is fascinating though, isn't it? Something in your world is opening up. Okay, you have the rune of ice, Isa. You have the rune of breakthrough, Dagaz, wonderful. And you have Perth, the rune of initiation. Okay, let's put these, well, let's put them here for one moment. Let's just draw some number cards for you, and then let's dive straight in, lovely Taurus. What is happening for Taurus this moon month? You have two number cards. Okay, swift action, fantastic. Swift action, 0808, and intuition. Right, this is really, really fascinating. I think you need to step up in something, or there will be an opportunity for you to move forwards. There's like a breakthrough moment. I mean, we are experiencing massive shifts, and so this does look as though there's quite important turning points, gateways opening for you. It's very interesting though. It does feel like it's kind of almost like a calling, a breakthrough moment. It could be a realization. The energy is primed actually with this new moon in Cancer, which is the beginning of a moon month, the beginning of our moon month, really to set wishes and intentions that align you with your calling. I feel it's the, I want to say the beginning of a new chapter, or seeing something differently, or moving something forwards that was stuck. But it really does feel as if suddenly you've got the backing of the universe, or the universe is flowing through you, spirit is speaking through you. So listen to this. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. And then swift action. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps, step up, steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has you on their mind, or has their mind set on you. Now, whether that is a business thing, or a friendship, or a love interest, whatever it is, someone's got you in mind. Curiously enough, I sort of almost feel as though spirit has you in mind. Something is breaking open for you, but you do have to take action, and you do have to step up. Something is shifting for you in a big way. You're being guided. It is almost as if the universe will come in, I won't say have the upper hand, but give you a helping hand in some way. Let me check in and draw more cards for you, my lovely Taurus. We have shine, beautiful. The time is right for you to spread your wings and soar. You have something valuable to share. Bring forth your greatest contribution. Step into your fullest potential. Show the world the real you. Reach out and shine. The universe supports your growth. I think this is a super fabulous moon month for you, my lovely Tauruses. I really do. I sort of feel like the planets are shining for you a little bit. Course correct. How interesting. If an obstacle or diversion has interrupted your plans, this card is here to assure you that the delay is providential, bringing you an opportunity to pause and reassess in order to fine-tune your direction. Right. And Okay, the rune of Isa is making some more sense to me. New beginnings. Yeah, beautiful. This card indicates that you are about to start a new chapter in your life. This is just what we were saying. How marvellous. You couldn't write it, could you? Shed, release, cleanse, let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that previously prevented you from engaging fully and moving forwards. The time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports you in your growth. This is coming through again. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Trust your intuition. This is definitely a month, my beautiful Tauruses, to approach life through your intuition rather than logical thought. Sometimes logical thought is needed to navigate something, but I don't think that's the case for you. This is very much a moon month of trusting your intuition, taking actions in a very responsive way, and knowing that you are being guided, you're being called to step up and into something, because there is a new chapter of your life unfolding. Now, whatever area of your world this is in, you're welcome to join me for the extended readings, where I'll look at different areas of your world, your love life, your relationships, your home world, your work world, money, career, finances. We'll look in detail. But across the board, this is the energy. It's interesting because it's like the breakthrough moment is creating this, it's like a new chapter. So whether it's a new chapter in something you've already thought of, but it's time to implement it, something you've already been working on, but it got shelved or put to one side, or something has physically changed and shifted, and so you're in a new chapter. There is definitely a new chapter, whether it's a new chapter of a book you're already technically, metaphorically writing, or it's the new chapter of a brand new book. It's time to start writing. You've got to metaphorically put your bum on the seat and get to it. Take action. We have two cards showing here and a third. What do we have for my beautiful Tauruses here? We have King of Raphael. Wow. Warm, generous, honourable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Truly, this is great. I think this is a really good month for you, Taurus. It's like stuff lifts and there's a transition. I'm not saying everything's just going to necessarily fall into place with course correct. If anything doesn't run smoothly, it's because there is something around it that needs to be tweaked or readjusted, okay? But it is a sort of almost like a rite of passage. It's like moving from a place of stuckness, or where everything's so busy you can't really focus on the one thing you want to focus on. It's this sort of transition to being on track, I feel, and you'll need to take action. Stay determined, move forwards, be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. We then have Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. We have being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Well, given all the indications here, I think this is really looking very favourable financially for you, actually. We're looking at resources coming to you when you need them, especially with the Nine of Gabriel here. So simply stay on track, remain determined. Keep going. You are being called to step up into something, and it could be something you shelved or you felt wasn't going to come to fruition. But something in your world, my lovely Tauruses, and you'll actually know what this is, because I don't think it's brand new. I think it's something that you've either worked on or you put to one side. Something else took over. There is something around you that is relevant to some kind of a contribution that you can genuinely give, that will be really, really, really valuable. And in that giving, you're also then going to receive. Taurus, this genuinely looks like a really, really good month for you. It really does. I am thrilled for you. Beautiful souls, I'm going to move into the extended readings. and draw more cards for different areas. You're welcome to join me if you wish, but otherwise I look forward to seeing you for another reading really soon. It is an absolute privilege and honour to be connected with you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and if you are interested in the extendeds, you can access them either on Patreon or in the YouTube membership area, and all the links are in the description and in the pinned comment. Tons and tons of love. Gemini, welcome to your monthly reading. Let's see what's happening for you. We're drawing a starseed card first. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Okay, wow. This is looking pretty powerful. Okay, lovely Geminis, what are we being shown for you for this moon month? I'm going to draw some number cards and some Art of Manifestation Oracle cards, and I'm also going to draw some Archangel Power Tarot cards as well. Right, what do we have for your numbers? We have 1515, the big break. Wow. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, skills and goals, movement forwards, an opportunity, help, extra cash or other support is coming your way, so keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. 1441, unique skills, life goals, mission. Wow, you are really potentially going to be given an opportunity to do something, to follow through with something that is very unique to you, like a talent or a gift that you have. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority now. Wow. I almost feel like there is something, I actually think you have a gift or a talent. It's very unique to you. And I think there is an opportunity in this moon month for you to move it forwards. The, I guess, guidance that's coming through here is actually suggesting that you might want to focus, focus on this gift, focus on this talent, rather than dissipating your energy. What do we have here? Let's get some runes for you. You have 4 runes. You have the rune of movement, you have the rune of gateway, you have the rune of breakthrough, and you have the blank rune. Fantastic. So the rune of Awaz, movement. This is suggesting that if you invest in something, it's going to get going. Now there is some reflection going on around you. We've got the rune of gateway, which is generally a pause, but it's a pause to evaluate so that you then step through a gateway. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within. The breakthrough rune. I think there's an opportunity coming to you, my lovely Geminis, that will give you almost like a lucky break, if I'm honest. Let's see what else we're shown here. May we have additional guidance, please, for my lovely Geminis? Compromise. Okay. Are you in a situation where you need to make a compromise, or are you compromising too much? Okay. This card asks you to review your position and be sure to find a solution that takes the needs of all parties into account. I actually think this card is showing up because there's a potential negotiation around you, actually. An opportunity. I mean, it could be a business opportunity, or but there's something to do with your gifts, your talents, someone wanting to back you. Now we've got the bigger picture. Sometimes during accelerated periods of growth, we can feel confused, overwhelmed, unable to see the woods for the trees. This card asks you to stand back and see the bigger picture. Everything is happening just as it should, and you will soon regain clarity. Okay, there's definitely a bigger picture going on. And shine. Ooh, ooh. This card is coming up a lot, actually, which means that it really is telling us the energy is absolutely ripe for us to step into our own sovereignty, our own authority, and take charge of our own lives. We don't have any control over anyone else, but we do have charge of ourselves. The time is right for you to spread your wings and soar. You have something valuable to share. Bring forth your greatest contribution. Step into your fullest potential. Show the world the real you. Reach out and shine. The universe supports your growth. Wow. Okay, beautiful souls. So, What do the Archangel Tarot tell us? We have Page of Ariel. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. You could not write it. You couldn't write it. Scholarship or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. 10 of Ariel. There is so much to be grateful for. Financial success. A rich and rewarding family life. The promise of retirement. 5 of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. I'm going to draw one more card actually from this pack. King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, respected, fantastic. Right, okay. I'm seeing now why the bigger picture is showing up. Now, there is, I think somebody is going to offer you an opportunity of some sort. It would be like someone coming along and backing you, or saying, look, I really believe in your idea and I really want to assist you in taking it forwards. You know, I really believe in you. We can do this and I can help you. There's a great opportunity coming your way, I think. And you're being invited to step up and shine. However, I want to say be thoughtful about how you negotiate it, because I think there will be a negotiation to do. It may even be as well that you're leaving one situation and there's a gateway opening to another. A very abundant situation actually here, full of opportunity, full of potential, full of prosperity. Turn your gaze within. You can do something here I almost feel like I want to say you can change your life. And somebody will come along and assist you with this. Somebody wants to assist you. They want to back you. They want to support you. For some of you, you may actually be leaving one situation with the Rune of Gateway and the 5 of Michael, leaving one situation, almost like taking a change in direction. If you've been working in one particular way and it sort of ceases to work for you, it's not working anymore, you change direction and you work in a different manner and it works. There's a new way of doing something, a new direction for you to follow. If you've been in a bit of a dead-end job and it's not really giving you what you need, there's something within you, a skill, a hobby, a passion that is actually could really be turned into a career, and I feel there's opportunity for you to actually invest in that here. Very interesting, isn't it? That you are, you know, this is what we're saying, an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Now, if the excellent opportunity comes in the form of something that you have to let go of or leave behind, that may in itself be part of the opportunity, but I am seeing more coming to you. It's almost like it would be like something you thought you were going to do and the opportunity is removed, and that in itself is an opportunity because then you do something different. I think for some of you, there's two things happening side by side in parallel. Something either doesn't work or it ends, and something new presents itself simultaneously, or almost like one after the other, bing bing bing, like dominoes. You know, one thing stops, you've got to see the bigger picture, and actually it gives you an opportunity to shine. It would be like you got made redundant or something, and then you go home and think, what on earth am I going to do? And then suddenly, literally, the phone rings and someone says, do you know, I know someone that's looking for someone. You wouldn't consider leaving your job and coming and working for us, or working for this person, and actually it had already happened. It's that kind of flavour around it. So there's a big shift for you, lovely Geminis here. It's not, but the shift is an opening, it's an opportunity. And it's loaded with potential, and it's loaded with long-term potential. That's the real excitement here. With the 10 of Ariel and the blank rune, it is loaded with long-term potential, and it will mean that you can really shine in something. But you are going to have to possibly, for some of you, negotiate your way out of something or let go of something that isn't working as well in order to then embrace the thing that is, if that makes sense. Beautiful souls, lovely Geminis. I think this is going to be a great moon month for you. I'm going to move on into the extendeds and find out more about this. I'll be drawing cards around career, money, finances, relationships, your home world, different areas of your life. You're welcome to join me if you wish, but I truly think this is an interesting month for you, because there is like a lucky break. You know, the big break, like a lucky break, an opportunity being offered. And your cards are really quite precise. So yeah, even if it comes in the form of having to let go of something that isn't so great, it's really, really purposeful, and it's moving you towards your own calling, bringing your gifts to the forefront, really being able to shine. My beautiful Geminis, thank you so, so much for being here. I'll put the links to Patreon and the YouTube membership area in the description below and in the pinned comment. If you want to check out the extended readings, you are welcome to join me. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you for another set of readings really, really soon here on the Maiden Moon Magic Tarot channel. Tons of love. Wonderful Cancers, welcome to your Moon Monthly readings. Okay, your first card, I'm drawing from the Starseed Oracle. Your first card is Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. How interesting. Okay, so we are asking for my lovely Cancers about this coming month. Okay, I'm going to draw some number cards for you. I'm actually seeing these two showing up for you. And then we'll draw some runes. Okay, so 0110 belief system. How interesting. Perspective, belief system. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. This is gorgeous. Go after what you want. Unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. And then you have 3333. Social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It's time to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. So beautiful, Cancers. Firstly, happy birthday. This is your new moon. So this is this is your solar return. This is your new beginning for a new year. This seems to me that you are being possibly asked to shift your perspective on something. Maybe there's something that you want that you're not going for, you're not going after it. And this reading is suggesting that you actually focus on what you want and that you do go after it. Let's draw some more cards, and also I'll draw some cards first and then some runes. May we have more information, please, for my beautiful Cancer about the coming moon month, please. Also seeing that card as well. Okay, so be your brilliant self. This could not be better. Be great today. Be brilliant. This card asks you to get in touch with the extraordinariness of everyday living. Go about your daily life doing everything to the very best of your ability. Be extraordinary in an ordinary way. Your brilliance will radiate into the world, creating more change than you could possibly imagine. Okay. We then have, gosh, my goodness me, say yes, take action now, take a risk. Do you know what? I almost feel right. There's your reading, Cancer. Off you go. It's like there's something. Get anything out of your way. Any belief systems you hold or perspectives that are in your way. And just be your most brilliant self. You have every skill to be able to engage with whatever it is you really want and to embrace the success. Say yes, take action, take a risk and go for it. It's like that's where it's at. We will draw more cards and we will draw some runes for you, but I do feel this is a really powerful new beginning to your year. Really, this is suggesting, these cards are suggesting, my lovely Cancers, that if there is something you really want, if you give it your full focus. Now, if you watch the bit at the beginning of this video where I did the sort of introduction and talked a little bit about the energy, you'll know that the new moon, which is already a point of fertility because it's a sacred marriage between the sun and the moon, they come together. It's why we set wishes and intentions within that energy, within that spark of sacred union. They are joining with Sirius, who is, in fact, 23 or 24 times, I looked it up, 24 times brighter than our own sun. Sirius is our spiritual sun. We can lean into this extraordinary energy with two Capricorn full moons either side of this new moon, your new moon. You know, Capricorn helps us to make things real, to get structured and, you know, systematically make something happen. I really think this is an amazing start to a new solar year for you. Yes, we have the rune of joy, Wunjo. How fabulous. This is like a new dawn, so there we are. You have the rune of harvest, Jira, and you have Kano, the rune of openings. Okay, this is really speaking volumes. Now, this really is, you're in a space of new beginnings. You're in a space where I kind of almost want to say, put your order into the universe, Cancer. Okay, let's get some Archangel cards out for you as well. It is interesting. I do think for some of you, you do need to, yeah, literally take a risk. There's something that you kind of want, but to have it, yes, put your order into the universe, but to have it does involve stepping out of your safe zone. We've got this card that says, feeling safe and secure is a wonderful experience. But if we remain in our safe zone for fear of change, we create a limiting and restrictive environment that can ultimately lead to stagnation and the loss of our creative potential to manifest our greatest contribution in the world. Let go of fear and take a risk. And this card, this is a clear, unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action. Pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. And this card just says very simply, what are you waiting for? The answer to your question is yes. Now this card just popped out there. Queen of Ariel. Mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. Wow. Four of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from any stresses. And then Seven of Ariel, you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. Okay. I think this is an amazing time for you to be reviewing, my lovely Cancer. In a way, I think a solar return is a natural time for review. What is really lovely here, though, is that it's review plus action. It's not just review, chill out, take time out. You know, for some of the signs that there's been a really distinct message. I think it was Taurus, which is very much take time to review, to reflect. Take it easy. Yours is kind of review, reflect and take action. It's quite buoyant, it's quite buzzy, it's got an energy of kind of what are you waiting for, say yes and go for it, which is really, really interesting. Nurture what you want, my beautiful Cancers. Get yourself centered in the brilliance of the moment. Nurture what you want. I mean, this feels like a reading of manifestation and kind of literally wait to be shown the way. Let doorways open, then you have to step through them. I'm fascinated by your reading. I really, really am. I mean, I'm going to move into the extendeds in a short while, and I will be drawing much more detailed cards about, you know, what these openings are, and I'll be looking at the different areas of your world, you know, relationships, work, career, money, finances, your home world, and you're welcome to join me if you wish. I'll put the links below in the description and in the pinned comment. But beautiful Cancers, the reality is, I think this is an extraordinary space of possibility for you. I feel that your energy is aligned with positive, brilliant new beginnings and aligned with the manifestation of it's literally the energy of co-creation. It's kind of like saying yes to life. What do you want? Think about it. Remove any negative perspectives that you may hold that might stop you from grasping what you want. Step back and, you know, look at the bigger picture. Look at the planet Earth here in the distance. I mean, this is, I think you can see if I hold it right up, it's quite difficult. Yeah, there we go. It's focusing. This is a tiny little image of our Earth. It's like standing way, way back. Zoom out. Look at where you want to go. What do you want? What harvest do you want to bring in? Bring what is joyous in your world, and sort of trust that the opening will be shown to you, and that you have the skills and the energy and enthusiasm to be able to invest in bringing something forwards and making it happen. And we've got this card here as well. You have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. I think if there is something you really, really want, I think it's probably on its way to you, the culmination of something. But this is more than just the culmination of something. It's the culmination of something and what you want to manifest next, which is very much in alignment with your birthday and your new year, your solar return. So my lovely Cancers, the message for you for this month is really fascinating. It really is an invitation to step up, to say yes to whatever you want, to kind of align your energy with this space of possibility. Be prepared to take action and take a risk, not just thinking about it, but doing it. And I sort of feel you'll get some rewards fairly quickly. I feel if there's something immediately on your agenda that you're manifesting, I think it's highly likely that at the very least the openings will come to take you towards it, to take you to it in a reasonably direct fashion. And if there's something that's coming to a culmination and you're not sure where you're going next, then take some time to really focus on the bigger picture, zoom out, focus, and I think the way will be made very, very clear to you. Beautiful, beautiful energy for you. Happy birthday, my beautiful Cancers. Thank you. I'm going to move on to the extended readings now. I'll be drawing more cards in those other areas to get more detail. But I truly think this is lovely. So happy birthday. Have an amazing moon month, lovely Cancers. You know, and just remember, this is a moon month when you can really make stuff happen for you and come to you when you want it, as and when you want it. It's just a question of literally kind of owning your brilliant self, removing any obstacles from within you that say you can't have it, and then just go for it. Tons of love, beautiful Cancers. I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Thank you so much for being here on YouTube. Yeah, just have a wonderful month. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for subscribing. You guys are amazing. Beautiful souls, I look forward to seeing you for some other readings soon. Tons of love. Hey, beautiful Leo, welcome to your moon month. What is happening for you? I'm drawing a starseed card to start with. The Great Severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, that's an interesting energy around you, my beautiful Leos. Let's draw some number cards, see what else we are shown, and we'll draw runes and other cards too. I see this. 9999 lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it and the reward goes to you. Okay, may we also please have another card for my lovely Leos, and there it is. 0606, commitment. Okay, applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. This is sort of telling me, lovely Leos, that, and this has been showing up actually in some of your, over the last couple of months, your readings, that there's been some stuff going on that has felt as though, like just a bit of tension around you, push-pull energy, do I, don't I, what to do, how to move it forwards, what's the best way forwards. So this feels for me as this is finally, that kind of energy is finally reaching a culmination, a point of turnaround, and entering a more peaceful kind of phase for you, which I'm thrilled for you if that is the case. Let's draw some runes for you as well. Okay, we have the rune of defense, Awaz. We have the rune of Gibbous, partnership. We've got Manas, the rune of the self, and we also have the rune of fertility. Okay, so this is cool. This is like completion of beginnings. So in order to make the way, fertilizing the ground for your own deliverance. I sort of feel like if there have been anything around you that's either been blocking you, or indecision, procrastination, sort of unease, general malaise, just not feeling quite right, but not quite having the energy to move it forwards. There's been something going on around you, and I think it's going to lift. Gibbous is the rune of partnership. It's also the rune of a gift. And Mana's the rune of the self. I do feel that while this has been going on, I think you've had to be very patient, actually. You know, at times when you've really you just want stuff to change, but I think you've had to be quite patient. And I feel that the culmination of that process is now coming to a point of culmination, which is marvelous. Let's draw more cards for you. What else are we shown for this moon month, this coming month for my lovely Leos? I'm seeing these and these. We have, oh, look at this. This is all about you being you. Be your brilliant self. Be great today. Be brilliant. This card asks you to get in touch with the extraordinariness of everyday living. Go about your daily life doing everything to the very best of your ability. Be extraordinary in an ordinary way. Your brilliance will radiate out into the world, excuse me, creating more changes than you could possibly imagine. Believe in yourself, lovely Leos. You are important, you are lovable, you are special. You are a unique and extraordinary person wherever you've come from, whatever has happened to you in the past. It is time to let go of any negative perceptions that you carry about yourself. And lastly, authenticity. Hold your head up high, walk tall, and be your authentic self. This card asks you to shed the masks that you believed you were required to wear. Walk to the beat of your own drum and do not be afraid to shine. In doing so, you give others permission to do the same. Now, lovely Leo, I actually do think that you have been, for all your front and for what people see, I'm sure people have still been seeing that wonderful Leoness. But I think under the surface, you have not been feeling entirely brilliant, either about yourself or about some aspect of your life. Okay, and actually that internal stuff is what has been simmering away, causing you internal conflict, difficulty, frustration, an inability to feel your lovely, exuberant, confident Leo self. And for, you know, I think Leo, we can show people that lovely Leo front. It doesn't always mean that's how you're feeling inside. And I think for a variety of reasons that will be unique to you each, you haven't been feeling great about some part of your world, and you haven't really felt able to really shine and to really also to kind of own it really as well. This is really saying step up. You know, the higher vibration of anger, of Mars energy, is actually assertiveness. You know, if you think about anger, I wrote a book about this. I'll put it in the description and the pinned comment. I wrote a book about emotions. I was a psychotherapist for 30 years. Still am. I still see just a few people. Then most of my work is more spiritually orientated. I have a whole library as well, which is also in the description box. But every emotion we have is necessary, and it has like a higher vibration and a lower vibration. And anger we think of as being very negative, but actually the higher vibrational energy of anger is assertiveness, it's pride, you know, it's being able to step up when we need to. People who can't own their anger at all, or they suppress it, end up being quite depressed. There's a certain type of depression that's very associated with anger. I feel you've been processing something, kind of learning to work out, you know, how to navigate something. You've possibly sat on a few things that haven't been right for you, haven't quite known how to take them forwards. Your reading is really asking you to step up, be your authentic self, believe in yourself, and make a commitment to you being you. And sort of trust that, you know, if there are things in your world that aren't working, You know, it's actually okay to sever ties and move on, because there'll be much, much better stuff coming in for you. Or it's perfectly okay to be your authentic self and have a voice and kind of say how it is. Okay, let's draw some tarot cards for you, my beautiful Leos. What do we have here? We have Nine of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forwards. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Interesting enough, I feel the activism is very much about you taking charge of what you want, allowing yourself to have that voice. We've got Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Interesting. Here am I talking about emotions and how we need to be conscious of them. Six of Ariel. Material needs to get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Wonderful. Let's draw one more card for you. That's loads, but actually I'm just going to take the one that's showing itself. Change your life. Okay, lovely Leo. Archangel Chamuel. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Wow. Lovely Leos, this is, I think, a significant time of potential for you. Be determined. There's definitely been something, some kind of an energy that's been lingering around you, whether that is internal or whether it's an external circumstance. There's been something that you've had to process. Curiously enough, I think a lot of emotion involved in it. But you are coming out the other side now, beautiful souls, in a really big and exciting way. There is absolutely opportunity for you to sort of almost like re-enter life again and set new priorities, set new needs, new desires. It's literally like coming out almost. And we have a sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination. So the energy of opportunity is around you. Now I'm going to explore all of these avenues in your extended readings, and you're very welcome to join me if you wish. I will put the links to Patreon and the YouTube community here as well, the YouTube membership area here, in the description box and the comments. But you know, I actually do think, my lovely Leos, something is sort of, it's coming to its culmination. It's reaching its turning point. And right at the core of this is one of those scenarios where it's about what you can do rather than what anybody else can or can't do. There's very much a deep emotional processing going on that in many ways is yours and yours alone. It may have been triggered, indeed I'm sure it was triggered by external events or relationships or people, but this is about you reaching this point of self-belief and kind of taking an ownership of who you really are, what you really want, of being your authentic self, and making a decision to actually, literally to believe in yourself and give yourself what you need and what you, kind of stepping up into what you desire. Because I do feel there has been something around you in your world. You put that lovely Leo front on the face of you, but internally there's been a lot more going on. And this is the point of culmination. So beautiful Leos, I'm going to move on to the extended readings. I think I will just draw a couple more cards for you before I do so, just to ask whether there is any further information, really. Okay, Page of Raphael, lovely. About, about moving this forwards. Gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted, a new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Right. I think somebody is going to reach out to you, whether it is a new relationship of some sort or whether it is a social invitation. I think somebody's going to reach out. There'll be opportunities that bring you out of yourself, but also in a really authentic way. I'm thrilled about that. That feels really important for you. We then have Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. That is beautiful. I just felt like I wanted a little bit of reassurance for you almost, my beautiful Leos. And we have it here. So yeah, I do feel there will be opportunities, invitations, the right people coming in at the right time to help you to know that you can be you, and to help you to really believe in yourself and know how amazing you are. We'll ask about relationships in the extended readings, and I'm now going to move on to them. So beautiful souls, thank you for being here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for these readings. I'm sending you all the love in the world, beautiful Leos. I look forward to seeing you for some other readings, if not the extendeds, for some other readings here on YouTube. But you know, really seize the moment, my beautiful souls, because you are worth it, to coin that phrase. Tons of love, lovely Leos. Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading. Let's see what we are being shown. I'm drawing from the Starseed Oracle first. Now, this is interesting. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Okay, that's interesting. And then we have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Those are very, very, very powerful cards, my lovely Virgos. Let's see what else we are shown. I'm going to draw some number cards for you. I think you're only the second sign to have 2 cards from this pack. Forge, don't follow. Be the leader you wish you had. Pave a new path. Rock bottom. This is about you stepping up. Absolutely being what you know, I know it's a slightly cliche saying these days, but be the change you wish to see in the world. But this is really, really highlighting this in no uncertain terms. What else are we shown? Your numbers: 6666. Great blessings. Self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, your desires and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. Okay, my lovely Virgos. What are you not making room for? What's predominantly kind of almost overwhelming your world, I'm feeling? We have 0909, new beginnings, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up. Close the old chapter, a new adventure will unravel. Very interesting. There is very much that energy around you, lovely Virgos. Forge, don't follow. I feel like there's something that just, it didn't pan out. It was either very hurtful or it was very disappointing. This is almost like, I want to say choosing right action, but in the face, for some of you, I think choosing right action, something cracking open, needing to face something, and you know, something's real here. Facing the reality of something and working out where you go from here is what's coming through. Now that's very, very powerful, and I'm conscious this is a general reading. But let's draw some more cards, some more runes, and see what else we're shown. Maybe we have additional information for my lovely Virgos. So we have the cycles of the moon. I'm going to put this down here and draw some runes. Let me move, shunting your cards around, but maybe there's sort of something in that. Maybe, you know, there is needing to be a shunt around of some sort or another. Something needs to be moved around a bit. It's almost shaken up, I feel. I'm seeing this one for you too. Okay. We have open the floodgates. Yeah, this is feeling really right. And outcome. So, first of all, the cycles of the moon. In many ways, the fact that you're even watching this reading means that you are aligning yourself with the cycles of the moon. My monthly zodiac readings align with the cycles of the moon. We begin with the new moon and we move to the next new moon. That happens to correspond at the moment with a month, with the calendar months pretty much, but nevertheless. Now this card invites you to attune yourself with the rhythms of the moon. Notice how the phases of the moon affect your energy and learn to use these energetic shifts within you to enhance your capacity to be consciously co-creative in all aspects of your life. You know, the moon really does enhance our ability to actually navigate life from a position of awareness. I always find her to be a great teacher, or that's certainly been my experience. Open the floodgates. Yeah, something is, you're facing something, or the consequences of something, or the outcome of something, or the reality of something. Now, my beautiful souls, Saturn is in retrograde, so we are often facing things. Neptune as well, so a lot of emotional energy moving into retrograde. There's a lot of energy around for us to really acknowledge how we feel about things. Outcome. This card asks you not to be too attached to a specific outcome. In any new situation, the possibilities are open-ended. Anything might happen. Try not to prescribe a fixed outcome within your mind, as this may limit your ability to access the infinite scope of possibilities sent to guide you in the best possible direction. Very, very interesting. I think there is a new beginning here. Interestingly enough, it's partly for some of you the new beginning that's opened up the facing the reality of something. I think sometimes when we process something or something didn't work out, until we face really starting again, we sort of just stay with the mourning or the grief or that didn't work. When we're faced with something that could work or is a new possibility, we're faced with sort of the reality of what went wrong or what didn't follow through, and we're having, it's like we're dealing with it on a different level. I think it often opens up our insecurities, cracks open our insecurities. But, you know, be the leader that you wish you had. Nurture yourself. Look for an opportunity that could be a game changer. But also try not to prescribe it. Okay, so we've got Hagalaz. This is the rune of disruption. This is like a greater, like Uranus, the energy of Uranus, the Great Awakener, which I think is very much in alignment with this card, cracked open. We've got the rune of Degas, breakthrough. We also have Thurizaz, the gateway rune. Yeah, I actually think that there may be an opportunity or a new beginning presenting itself to you. If it's not in front of you now, I think it might be quite soon. This is what we're being shown for this moon month, lovely Virgos. Could even correlate with the full moon, or indeed it's in front of you, and by the time we get to the full moon, you are really trying to evaluate whether to take it or not, or how you feel about it. I sort of feel you're being offered an opportunity that's a new beginning, and through that it's also at the same time confronting you with the consequences of past actions, and perhaps bringing stuff up again for some of you as well. Let's see what else we are shown. Let's draw some Archangel Power Tarot cards. In a way, this is quite exciting. So what I was kind of saying right at the beginning with the overall flow of energy, actually, we are living in really exciting times where we are being pushed, nudged, shunted towards higher levels of consciousness, towards places of awakening, all of them rooted in self-responsibility and the recognition of the choices that we really have. We can't change what other people do, but we ourselves can decide what we're going to do. You know, we can take the lead, we can take right action. However, being nudged sometimes feels like a brick to the head. Sometimes being pushed to step up means really big stuff happens in our lives that is really tough. So all sorts of happenings that are, I feel you're in a, looking at the consequences of your actions, looking at the consequences of other people's actions, how you've then responded to them. I just feel there's a ton of stuff going on here, lots of review and evaluation. In a way though, this shake-up is really valuable because it's offering you a space of opportunity. If anything, as I've said, I think there is an opportunity presenting itself to you which is causing this review. Perspective, lovely. Now this is the Hanged Man in a traditional pack. This says there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. I think there genuinely is an opportunity for you. It would mean possibly you've got forge, don't follow. If you are I don't know if you're kind of, I don't know, maybe if you live in a family where there's a very fixed way of doing things or seeing things, or a fixed perspective on what you should or shouldn't be doing or what's right for you, you might need to forge a different pathway for yourself. If you have groups of friends, or you're in a social group, or you have connections, or you're even in a working environment where everybody sees that there's only one way to do it, I think you might be being pushed and nudged in the direction of doing it differently, not following what other people think and stepping up and beyond it. Very interesting energy here, actually. I'm seeing this card and this one for you as well. The World, Archangel Michael. Oh my goodness me, look at these cards, really powerful. The Emperor, Archangel Uriel, stability and deficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. And then the World, Archangel Michael, very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Well, I think that's really, really powerful, my lovely Virgos. I really do. Yeah, I think there's disruption. Something is being cracked open, literally. I think you're having to face up to something. And that's not easy, so sending you the biggest hug, because it's not, I think it's emotionally charged, maybe releasing emotions, looking at consequences, outcomes, lots of review going on. But I think you know that you can, in a way, it's like you can, at any stage in our lives, we can choose to move forwards and we can begin again and do something differently. And there is definitely the opportunity for a new beginning. A great chance, courage, accomplishments, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. A very happy ending. Taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. I think, my lovely Virgos, that this is a moon month when you can kind of come out the other side of something that has been a challenge. But I think it's, in a way, I think you'd sort of come to terms with it. This is what I'm feeling. And for some reason, and maybe simply because there is an opportunity in front of you, it's like it's brought it back to the surface. And there's a lot of evaluation going. But I think it's really, really valuable for you. In many ways, what you are sitting in is a gateway of opportunity with a new beginning. And I think releasing challenges within you and not being attached to an outcome, not trying to prescribe how something will work out if you're starting a new beginning, but letting it grow organically. Again, maybe you're around people, or you've been living amongst communities of people or family systems where people have very fixed ideas about how things should be. Actually choosing to do it differently, letting it unfold organically, letting it flow. I actually do feel that with that emphasis on organic growth, being different, doing it differently, seeing it differently, I think that, this is a great blessing. And the more that something opens up and begins to grow, with the Emperor, I'm seeing something very solid taking shape, with a very happy ending. I think the more that it builds, the more you will recognize that whatever has taken place in the past, something that is really very exciting can now come into you. But it does involve this kind of shift, and I can see that you're having to face a lot while you are actively involved in this kind of transformation. It really does sum up exactly what I was saying, this sort of real space of evolutionary growth in the astrological energy at the moment, but through consciousness, transformation through consciousness, healing through consciousness. This really is the energy at the moment, and I think you are very aligned with it. Beautiful Virgos, I'm going to move on into the extendeds. You're very welcome to join me. I will put them on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area. I will be drawing more cards around what this opportunity is. What is this new beginning? Check in to see if there's any guidance and advice about processing what has happened. And we'll be looking at specific areas like home, home, family, your immediate circumstances. I'll be looking at your work, career, money, finances, and I'll also be looking at relationships and then love specifically. We'll look at general relationships and love. You're welcome to join me if you wish. Otherwise, my beautiful souls, thank you for being here on YouTube. Tons of love to you. big hugs, and it's an absolute honour to be connected with you all, and I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Wonderful Libras, welcome to your reading. Let's see what's happening in the coming month for you. Big picture thinking, and this is a starseed card. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Wow, Libra, this sounds pretty exciting actually. Let's draw some more cards for you. What is happening for my beautiful Libras for this month? Okay, I am seeing this one and also this. Lovely Libras, thinking big, visionary energy. 1331, good fortune. Libra, this is rather groovy. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favour. This is really interesting. Visionary, inspired ideas, Pleiades energy, big picture thinking. Have faith in your skills. I mean, this is very, very, very interesting. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Wow. Okay. Libra, I think your moon month is looking extraordinarily favourable and amazing already. Okay, swift action 0808. Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. Wow. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps forward, achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Libra, I'm tingling with excitement for you, and I'm actually now really excited about the extended readings that I'm going to be doing, because we'll be looking in depth at all different areas of your world, your home life, your money, career, finances, your relationships, and including love, although that we will do relationships generally as well as love. This is amazing. Beautiful souls, whether you're interested in the extendeds or not, I just think this is an amazing month for you. It's flying out in such a big way. I feel that things are going to flow, as if there won't be blocks to your progress. Let's just draw some runes and see what we are shown. I have two coming out, and I'm seeing another here. Okay, now this is really interesting. This is Fehu, the rune of possessions, of nourishment, unexpected surprises, rewards, gains, ambitions satisfied. I think this looks to be a really exciting month for you. I really do. We have Awaz, the rune of defense, boundaries, and flow. Do you know, I knew you were going to get flow. I just knew it. I just felt it in my bones. I thought Libra is going to get flow, because everything is flowing. I'm curious about this, Awaz. Boundaries, never go out without them. I wonder if you'll need to hold some boundaries to keep yourself on track. But I just feel genuinely as if you are going to be sort of spiritually supported in taking actions and achieving something that you need to achieve. Independence, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. It is as if the planets, the stars are aligning for you, Libra, this moon month. Wow, and more wow. Let's draw more cards for you. What else are we shown for Libra? I kind of want to say seize the moment, lovely Libra. Sometimes energies don't flow for us. It's how the world is. Sometimes the planetary alignments are... It's not that they're working against us. I don't believe that ever happens. I do see them as our great mentors, our teachers, our guides, actually bringing in the energy we need to move us forwards. But sometimes that means standing us still in order to see something, or sometimes even creating a challenge so that we step over it, into it, and become bigger, better people. But this looks to me to be a moon month when for you the energy is just flying. Okay. Now I get the defense. Okay, these are your cards here. Let me bless your past. Now, I kind of wondered what might get in your way with defense, boundaries. Now, bless your past is a card that says a useful tool to help us to let go of any emotional residue that is still clinging to us from a past experience is to bless your past. Whatever the memory of an event, whenever the memory of an event or person comes to mind, pause and say to yourself, I bless every aspect of my past and I celebrate the contribution that it gave me in becoming the person that I am today. It really is a way of recentering yourself in gratitude, that highest vibrational energy of gratitude. Wow. You have grace. When we sit in relationship with grace, we see every situation through the eyes of love, fostering our desire to meet life with understanding, compassion, and kindness. This card asks that you view your situation with grace. Will understanding bring compassion? How would love view your possible choices? And what would kindness suggest that you do? It's interesting because I think it's sort of quite a strong message coming through for you that kindness isn't always soft and fluffy. Sometimes kindness means saying no. Sometimes kindness means that we hold someone to account. It doesn't mean we carry retribution or that we even get involved in it. It's not for us to navigate or determine anyone else's pathways. But we can choose to keep firm boundaries. And simply, being kind doesn't mean we give endlessly at the expense of ourselves. And my lovely Libras, you are very good at giving, sometimes at the expense of yourselves. Say yes. Wow. I love this card. It's really straightforward, really simple. What are you waiting for? The answer to your question is yes. I think some things are coming into your world this moon month, and I think they will be openings, they will be guided. This almost feels like it's like you saying yes to life and not letting any element of history or of your past get in the way. And that's quite a significant place to be, my lovely Libras, because in all honesty, for all of us as human beings, I truly think one of the most challenging things in terms of being a human being and being a soul in our process of evolution within a human lifetime, it's coming to terms with things that aren't okay, not clinging to them, being able to grow from them and also let them go so the energy doesn't hold us back. I think this feels like a significant turning point, and almost like a gateway to the stars, a channel for the stars. I actually think a lot of good fortune is coming your way. Seize the moment, lovely Libras. We have 4 of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Now, this is reinforcing for me just what I've been saying about blessing your past. Choosing to actively be engaged in the present with high vibrational energy and expectations of positivity rather than loss, rather than difficulty, rather than challenge. Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Now this is interesting. Somebody has their mind set on you. Okay, people coming in to support you, a message, a piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, perhaps guidance coming in or support from someone. Now this may not apply to all of you, and we'll check this out further in the extended readings, but when we get to relationships, we'll look at who is going to be around you, who might be offering you this support, this kindness. We then have King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Look at this, you could not write it. Big picture thinking, keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. Now Libra, although I feel everything is going to flow for you, I'm not suggesting that your world is sitting in an immaculately perfect sort of idealized state. I do think there's stuff, possibly the residue of the past, still around you. But the key here is for you to look at it through the eyes of grace, with very clear boundaries in every aspect of your world, and holding the bigger picture so you're not drawn into anything that feels small-minded or limiting. And then I think the energy is working with you, literally gateways opening for you, planets aligning, taking action, keeping that bigger picture, expansion, benefit, finances improving. I think doors are opening for you in a really big way my beautiful souls. I really do. 3 of Ariel. Look at this beautiful treasure chest. And a second one just opening. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavours, working with others in a cooperative manner. Wow, I sort of almost feel like, my beautiful Libras, that across the board, all areas of your life feel for me as if they are going to flourish this month. Now, we don't always get a moon month like that. You know, there's often ups and downs. It doesn't mean there isn't stuff still surfacing, but this feels to me as if you boundary yourself, look through the eyes of love, grace, compassion, but be very firm and kind, whilst keeping your eye on the bigger picture. I really feel as though treasure chests are opening for you, people coming in to support you potentially. Everything here is feeling like a blessing beyond, sort of beyond your wildest dreams. And Libra, I know I have many Libra friends that, you know, life has not always been running smoothly for you. So beautiful souls. I think this is a month where you should really, really honour the energy that is available to you. Align with the stars, align with your highest vision. Keep that big picture thinking in place. Navigate anything and everything with love, with grace, but with firmness and boundaries. Bless your past. Hold on to everything that you are wanting to bring forth and make happen. And I actually feel like across the board, this could just be one of the most exciting months imaginable. Libra, this just feels like a heavenly blessing of a month. So take advantage of it, beautiful souls. Now I'm going to move into the extendeds. I'm excited for you beyond belief. We will be looking at a sort of general energy, perhaps, you know, who might be coming in, how might fortune be coming in. I'll be looking at career, money, finances, your home life, the stuff, your friendships, you know, the world around you in your immediate kind of community and surroundings, and your relationships, and also specifically for love, for those of you that are interested in that area, or, you know, especially if you're single looking for love or things haven't been running smoothly. So beautiful souls, you're welcome to join me if you wish. If not, thank you so much just for being here. It's an absolute privilege to read for you. Beautiful souls, I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really, really soon, whether it's here or the extendeds. I'll put the link to Patreon and also to the YouTube membership area, which is where you can find the extendeds if you wish. Beautiful souls, I am sending you so much love. Tons of love. Hey, my beautiful Scorpios, welcome to your monthly reading. I'm going to draw a starseed card. Oh, I think you've got 2. Actually, let's have a look and see what we have for you. Your starseed cards are the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Okay, and then we have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Ooh. Scorpios, this is looking pretty exciting. Now, obviously, we are in a very dynamic time of change and transformation. The courageous peony, this is, I'm really seeing you literally opening up, being seen, coming to light, being activated, like that kind of Kundalini energy rising, something from within. Emerging. I mean, this doorway, you're coming out of this doorway. You're not walking into a doorway, you're coming out of it. You're going to be seen, you're going to be visible. How exciting. Let's draw numbers for you. What else are we shown for my beautiful Scorpios, please? I'm seeing these 2 for you. We have 0404, slow down, okay, pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Balance, power, struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warning. Okay, this is really interesting. And then we have compromise. 0707. Interesting, isn't it? 04040707. Self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges, express your emotions, and aim towards a compromise. Where there is a lack of understanding, it's best just to move on. The truth will set you free. You're opening up, you're being seen. Let yourself be seen. This is very interesting. Let's draw more cards and runes as well. May we please have information for my lovely Scorpios. You know, you're the first sign that's had this many from this pack, but I'm going with it. You have persevere, you have nurture, you have uncertainty, you have take a leap, and you have mistakes. Okay. This is a really interesting reading, my lovely Scorpios. Really, really interesting. Let's do your runes as well, and then we will draw some archangel cards too. Now we have the blank room. This indicates a space of possibility around you. We then have Fehu, the rune of possessions and nourishment, which is really interesting because we've kind of got an energy here of nurturing and persevering. We also have the rune of Perth, which is the rune of initiation. Okay, I almost feel this is a month when, in a way, I think there's a need to nurture yourself, persevere, and kind of almost move through and beyond something. I feel like something hasn't run entirely smoothly, and maybe you haven't been quite sure as to what to do about it, actually, my beautiful Scorpios. But what I'm hearing is you maybe sort of almost slow down. It's kind of really, it's like evaluating. That's really the predominant energy that I'm getting here. Something hasn't quite panned out as you might have wanted it to. That's what I'm seeing, and this is a general reading. It's reaching many people, so I'm not really going to go into the specifics, though in the extended readings I will look at the different areas of your world, you know, relationships, generally love, home, family, money, career, finances. We'll be looking at all these things, but the energy around you is actually, rather than trying to push through something or engage with something when it's not feeling quite right, basically, I sort of almost feel like there's a need to accept that if something isn't working out, then there is another direction to go in. This doesn't need to stop you in your tracks, and I don't think you need to persevere endlessly with something that isn't working, or dwell on it, or dwell on the fact that either you feel you made a mistake or you feel someone else made a mistake. I actually feel, Scorpio, the key here is to sort of literally almost walk away from it, exit. Let yourself be seen. You don't have to remain in the background struggling with anything. Step up, walk away. If something isn't feeling right, if it's feeling uncertain, just slow down, be observant of the people around you, and let go of what no longer serves you. Compromise in this instance isn't about staying in a situation, it's actually about exiting a situation, walking away from something, and moving into the light, actually. Let's get some archangel cards. This is the Archangel Power Tarot. Seeing these three, in fact, and these two as well. We have, okay, 15, decision. How interesting. And look at the freeing, these birds. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Yes, this is like freeing yourself from something. So even if you are freeing yourself from some inner pattern within your head, this is about having the courage to walk away from something, to let go of something. We have King of Raphael, warm, generous, honourable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. I think there's a different direction for you to nurture. Yeah, look at this. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. I think there is something in your world that's feeling uncertain, and it's really interesting. It's not that you shouldn't persevere or continue, it's that you shouldn't persevere or continue with this. There's a better route or a better direction or a better something, whatever that is for you. 8 of Ariel, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Your dreams are fulfilled. 9 of Ariel, we've got progression. Hard work leads to great success, a love of the beautiful things in life. Okay, I actually think there is almost like a rite of passage for you here in this month, where you kind of acknowledge and accept something that isn't quite right for you. It's not a very good fit. You may have persevered with it and it hasn't worked. Slow it down, and really, this is all about having the courage to step away from it. And compromise doesn't always mean that we have to stay in a situation. Compromise sometimes means that we should no longer compromise ourselves. And we need to just move on. This actually says where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. And this is about acknowledging the truth to yourself. This situation doesn't serve you. Take a leap. Don't be hung up by the mistakes of others. I mean, this card has some really lovely wording. If you feel you have made a mistake, or indeed someone has done so with an impact on you, please do not feel bad about this. Treasure and value your mistakes and those of others around you. They are the cutting edge of our personal growth and evolution. Lean into the learning and celebrate your openness to grow. So this is really about taking a particular attitude to something so you're not tangled in it, and actually leaving it behind and walking away. Something isn't working, but there is so much better coming to you. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. There is another option available to you. It's time to kind of almost activate yourself and activate your right to choose not to remain in something that isn't really resonating with you. It's not working. It feels uncertain. It doesn't feel right. So, beautiful Scorpios, there's such a clear message for you this month, which is slow it down, notice it, observe it, be aware of it, and then make a very conscious choice to nurture a different direction and not to harbour any challenging feelings about what has happened. Wow. I think I'm going to move into the extendeds, my lovely Scorpios. You're welcome to join me, but I hope this is helpful to you. It's like a really clear message to you, unbelievably clear. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me for this, for these readings and for the Moon Month update. And thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing. And I really look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon, whether it is the extended or other readings here on the main YouTube channel. Beautiful souls, have an amazing month. This is actually creating freedom and an opening that is much needed for you. Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for the month. Let's see what we are shown. I'm seeing this one and also this one. Okay, so we have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Okay, kind of resonates quite well, I think, Saggies, with your kind of independent energy. And then surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Oh, this is very interesting, beautiful Sagittariuses. Okay, let's draw some number cards for you as well. We have 0404, slow down. Balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warming. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. This is a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. I think this is sitting under forge, don't follow, actually. That's really interesting. I was feeling as we drew both these cards that I feel I've got two very different, it's not exactly circumstances, but overall an amazing energy around you, and yet, which also includes you walking your path, but also something going on around you where you need to, I sort of want to say, Sagittarius, be non-compliant. How interesting. Do you know, this is the first sign where I feel we've got more number cards to come through. All the other signs, it's been one or two, but actually I just feel we've got more here. Let's see what we have. We have 2121 energy levels: prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. We have 777, good luck. Okay, contentment, prosperity, abundance. This message is almost likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. And then 3333, social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It's time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Okay, I wonder if I can move those up here. Let's see if we can move the cards along and bring these up for you. So we've got a space at the bottom. Yes, I think we can just about do that, maybe with a little bit of manoeuvring. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just about. Okay, my lovely Saggies. Firstly, beautiful Saggies, I want to say that I feel that that luck is on your side here. Okay, so I feel that you are going to have a moon month that will work for you. I think you'll get outcomes. Literally, you'll get an end goal. You're going to have to persevere, and you're also going to have to navigate something whereby I think it's like finding this balance where you are following your own voice. Forge, don't follow. But you know, when we do start to forge rather than follow, sometimes there'll be a bit of resistance, or other people won't quite get it. I feel like you've got to navigate something. So use your amazing social skills. Luck is definitely coming in for you. You've got this here already, saying in both these cards, not just the card of good luck, but it says, you know, your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. Let's see. I'm going to draw more cards, and also let's draw your runes. I feel there's going to be a turnaround in something here, or something, or a breakthrough moment, or something that will happen. So we've got Rado, the rune of journey. We've got Thurizaz, the rune of gateway, and we have the blank rune. Okay, lovely. So I feel that there is almost like your moon month is like getting from A to B. B being something you want, something you desire, something to happen, something to make happen. And I think you can get there. Interestingly enough, you won't get there by rushing. You'll get there by steady progress. One thing at a time, slow down. Sometimes if you try to force things, you know, you end up sort of almost giving you end up creating a kind of energy, and it's like one force is met with every force is met with an equal force. I think that's the science. And it's almost as though you've got to let something just unfold, but also persevere. You know, surrender, persevere, kind of make love to every moment of your life. Love it, enjoy it. Don't be too goal driven, and yet at the same time be focused. I hope that is making some sense. Your reading feels very strong. There's a a journey to undertake, as it were. Some of you, it could be a real journey. It could even be a journey to recovery. But really maintain your energy levels and your positive outlook. Your energy is also affected by your vibration, which is to do with your outlook and the way you're feeling. And slow down enough to pause along the way with the rune of Gateway. You're in a space of major possibility. Something can burst forth, maybe even several things. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. So definitely for some of you, there's the energy of someone around you that isn't quite as vibrant as we might like. Don't let them affect you. Just remain on your own pathway. And if you have to rise to a challenge, do it methodically, gently, and thoughtfully. Let us inquire in more depth. We have. Take your time. Well, you could not write that one, could you? Take your time. See, this is this interesting energy, and we've got also open the floodgates. So take your time, take a risk, open the floodgates. These are really interesting cards, beautiful souls. Firstly, slow it right down. If you're feeling under pressure, whether in response to a situation or the demands of another person, or from pressure that you are placing on yourself, this card asks you to slow down and take time to evaluate before reaching a conclusion, making a decision, or committing yourself. So slow it down. Remember, you are forging, not following. There is a taking a risk as well. Be the leader you wish you had. You know, step out of your comfort zone. Feeling safe and secure is a wonderful experience, but if we remain in our safe zone for fear of change, we create a limiting and restrictive environment that can ultimately lead to stagnation and the loss of our creative potential to manifest our greatest contribution in the world. Let go of fear and take a risk. Forge, don't follow. This is sort of really asking you to step out of your comfort zone, release with open the floodgates. You know, let go of any emotions around stuff. If there is anything going on around you of a lower vibration, just release the feelings that you have about it, and then take your time to stay on track. And staying on track for you is reaching out. It is forging ahead in some way. It's doing something that is, it's definitely out of your comfort zone, and it's doing something that's right for you. There is a shift in fortune, but you are an active participant in making this happen. That's like the energy is primed for you. And this is all about maintaining your focus, your outlook, going for it, but at the same time, not at a speedy way. It's almost like embracing every second of your world, the stuff you have to do but might rather not, as well as the stuff that you want to do, and being prepared to really put yourself out there at the same time. Very interesting combination of energy, because there is an overcoming something here that you have possibly not been doing or haven't yet embarked upon or reached out to. Feeling the card on the base of the pack here. We have decision. Okay, Archangel Jophiel, and look at this, you're being liberated. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Open the floodgates and need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Yeah, there is something to do to step out of your comfort zone, and when you do, it's going to be really successful. Look at this, congratulations, 6 of Gabriel, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, promotions. I think there is something around you that you have wanted to do, or wanted to say, or wanted to move forwards, but you haven't yet done it. Lovely Saggies, this is the time to do it. This is the time to reach out. This is the time to step out of your comfort zone. There is also a situation, I think, of some lower vibrational energy around you. And in all of these endeavours, take your time, stay on track, be the leader you wish that you had. You know, you are affected, strongly by other people's energy. We all are, and there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, so be mindful of that, my lovely Saggies. But you can do this. Step out of your comfort zone. Really, really take that risk. There is something to do, and this is a moon month to do it. It really, really is. This is looking really, really, I mean, the Six of Gabriel, this is the card of success. It's the Six of Wands in a traditional pack. And then we have Three of Ariel. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavours. Work with others in a cooperative manner. I think there could be a really lucky break coming your way, my beautiful Saggies, but you have to initiate it. I don't think it's going to land on your lap. I say a lucky break. It's more a flavour of what you desire comes to you. You've just got to take the risk. You've got to reach out. You've got to ask for it. You've got to, you know, yeah, you've got to step out of your comfort zone. I think and you've kind of got to make a decision to do this. Step up, forge, don't follow. Don't sit back and assume the world will deliver. The universe wishes to deliver. We're seeing success, cooperation, but you've got to take that step and then surrender to the sweetness and do so in every way rather than being fraught with emotion. This is really about doing it. Doing something to make it happen. And for any of you, you know, the world is quite, you know, there's a lot of reactive behaviour. So if there's anything going on around you at all that doesn't quite resonate with you, that you have to deal with it, put it to one side, move on, and then get focused where you are. Focus is not the same as being goal driven. Focus means you're holding your focus. Forging ahead doesn't mean you're goal driven, yes, at speed. It means you can simply hold your focus, know where you want to be, and there you can pave that new path, but do so gently and in a beautiful manner. Gently and responsively, loving every second. This is the real key to your energy and your success. My beautiful Saggies this month. Lovely Saggies, I'm going to move to the extended readings. I'll ask for a bit more information about what this success is about and what forging ahead is about. I'm going to draw cards for your kind of every aspect of your world. I'll draw cards for your home world, your home, your communities, your families, that sort of stuff. I'm going to draw cards for your money, career, finances. I'm going to draw cards for your relationships across the board, all relationships, and then for love. So beautiful Saggies, if you're interested in joining me for those readings, you're very welcome. I'll put the links below. Otherwise, beautiful souls, have an amazing month. This looks like it is prosperous, you know, is what I see here. And getting, I kind of want to say getting what you want, but you've got to make it happen. And yeah, beautiful souls, just hold that energy. Love to you, Sagittariuses, and I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really soon. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your monthly readings. You have We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. Wow, how interesting. This is a very, very exciting card. This is the Starseed Oracle, my beautiful Capricorns. Let's see what is happening for you for this month. Wow, like we are seeing a portal of energy opening for you. May we ask, I'm seeing one of your number cards coming out already and more. Okay, you have 7777 Perseverance. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll know just what the next right step is. This is interesting. Birth as a portal. Perseverance. Then we have 4444, Blessing in Disguise. Obstacles, hardships, strength, building character. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favour. If you've been suffering or feeling If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds will blow in your favour if you've been suffering or feeling lost. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. And then 0202, act on your idea. Realistic and practical approach. Goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since watch your plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Right, okay. This is really, really interesting, my beautiful Capricorns. So, what I hear is that something around you is either feeling stuck or hasn't been running smoothly. Actually, it's a blessing in disguise, because there's another way of looking at it. It's one of those scenarios when the universe places an obstacle in front of you in order to shift your perspective on something, to bring you a different way of doing something. Now, things are about to shift for you, and it looks as though they will be shifting this moon month. I don't know what area of your world this is. We'll be drawing more cards, and I will be doing extended readings where I look at all the different areas of your life, your general questions, but also we'll look at money, career, finances, at relationships, your home life, love as well specifically. So let's have a look. You are about to experience a spectacular ascent, and that is what I'm seeing here. Let's draw some more cards and see what we're showing, and also draw runes for you. I actually feel these are your cards, literally just sliding out for you. We have new love, okay, wonderful, leadership, and stand your ground. Okay. You need to hold out for something that you want. My lovely Capricorns, shift your perspective, and rather than seeing something as being an obstacle that is blocking you, you're being asked to see it as an obstacle that is helping you to formulate your goals, or to formulate the steps you need to take to get there. Whether that is new love in relationship, or whether it is in any area of your world where you need to kind of take charge. So leadership says we all lead by example, our words and actions presenting a role model to everyone that we come into contact with. This card asks you to take an ownership of your personal leadership qualities, and to align your thoughts, words and actions with everything you wish to see in the world. So if there's anything around you that's making you feel despondent or negative, it's like shift your perspective to viewing it as an asset rather than a crisis. The energy of new love is around you. This is about reaching out. You know, sometimes if we've been hurt within relationship, we retreat, afraid of being hurt again. This card brings a clear message and is an indication of your readiness to embrace love and bring a new relationship, or begin a new relationship. It's safe to reach out. And I think standing your ground is about you following through. It's almost like being your own hero or heroine, following through and taking action, believing that you can have this, rather than being dissuaded. There's something going on, I think, within you. This is not a time to back down. And I actually feel it feels like it's more internal. I mean, there may be for some of you an external challenge where you're having to really hold your ground on what it is, on the outcome that you desire, or what you think is right. But I actually feel for many of you, this is sort of being quite firm with yourself over what you want, and giving yourself permission to believe in that. You have, okay, so you've got Nathis, it speaks about a constraint being around you. We have Hagalaz, which also means, this is quite interesting, I think part of the restraint or constraint is that it's making you see what you really want. You know, when you sort of feel like you can't have something, the purpose of that sometimes is to make you really, really realise how much you want it. There's something around this. You've got fertility. This is beautiful. Ingas. And you have Berkana as well. This is a new phase in life, a new chapter. I think you are in a position where something can shift, my lovely Capricorns, but you've kind of got to give yourself permission to know that you can have the thing you really want, and be prepared to sort of shift your perspective on the stuff that appears to be blocking you. Change your attitude to yourself or to your circumstances in order for that to free up and for the energy to then come through for you. We have Six of Gabriel. This is the card of success. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships or promotions. You can do this. If there's anything around you that's restricting you and holding you back, my beautiful souls, it can come to an end, and you can pat yourself on the back and you'll be able to move on. We have decision, Archangel Jophiel, and perspective. This is just what we were saying. This is actually the card of the Hanged Man. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Decision, Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Wow, well, you couldn't write it. So my lovely Capricorns, I think there is actually something that you would like for yourselves, and we will find out more in the extended readings. But for some of you it's love. It could just be to have a love of life. The real key here is to do with attitude, perspective, and making a really clear-cut choice to free yourself from anything that holds you back. Success, the energy of success, is literally sitting around you. It's like giving yourself permission. I feel like giving yourself permission to have something you really, really want, or to believe in yourself, to believe in your future. I don't know what's happened to cause the restriction. Let's draw just a couple more cards. Could we have a bit more guidance, please, around this? We've got the Emperor. And we have the King of Raphael. So stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. King of Raphael, warm, generous, honourable. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Okay, well, what I'm seeing here, Capricorn, is that there's something that you actually want. There's something, I think, that plays on your mind a lot. And you'd love to birth it forwards, deep love. It's something that really sings to your soul, or someone that really sings to your soul. And I think you're letting work and other things get in the way. They're kind of a bit of an excuse, in a way, I feel. It's like saying, well, I'm too busy for that, or I'll do it next week because, you know, I need to do this. There's something you're not quite taking an ownership of. That's what seems to be coming through here. And I think the purpose, interestingly enough, is there's a higher purpose. I think, firstly, the reason you're not really embracing it is actually because of insecurities. It's not the reasons that you perceive, it's the insecurities that stop you going for it. Not giving yourself permission to own what you really want and acknowledge the fact that you have the right to have this if you wish. You deserve this, you deserve love, you deserve happiness. And in a way, sometimes being very busy, doing other things, can become an excuse to not have the thing that you want. And it looks very valid, and you can even convince yourself, but deep down there's something that is far more important. And your reading is suggesting you need to reframe your perspective and take an ownership of the thing that's far more important. And it's also suggesting success and a new chapter of life, which is fab. So I want to say, my lovely Capricorns, get out of your own way, beautiful souls. That's what we're seeing here. And really allow yourself to take an ownership of what you really desire. lovely Capricorns, I'm going to move to the extended readings and ask for a lot more information. You're welcome to join me, but you know, if you don't wish to, that's also completely fine. Thank you for being here. I hope this has given you just the information you need to really begin to shift your perspective and make a clear-cut choice to allow yourself to believe in the possibility of what you actually really want for yourself, the thing that really matters to you. Beautiful Capricorns. In the extended readings, I'll check out various areas of your life and we'll draw a lot more cards. I'll put the links to Patreon and the YouTube membership area in the description box and in a pinned comment so that you can find the extended readings should you wish to do so. Beautiful Capricorns, thank you for being here. Tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really, really soon. Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading, beautiful souls. You have Messenger, Sirius energy. Now this is so interesting, bringing harmony and balance. This is mind-blowingly interesting because, of course, the new moon that begins this new moon month is sitting with Sirius. Wow. Okay, Messenger. I am excited. I am excited to be doing your reading, Aquarius. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, this one already. Do you know, I'm actually feeling the one on the base of the pack. That's the one that's really speaking to me. Right, let's have a look at your numbers. You have 0808, swift action, wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. 1331, good fortune. Wow. Aquarius, this is seriously looking good for you. Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favour. Wow, this looks to be a really exciting month for you. With Messenger as well, I mean, maybe really very direct messages. It may be that you receive messages synchronistically, you know, numbers show up for you and that you feel very guided, but it could also be a literal message, that you get a message that creates a space of opportunity for you so that you can expand, you can grow. Aquarius, this is stunning. We have grace. When we sit in relationship with grace, we see every situation through the eyes of love, fostering our desire to meet life with understanding, compassion, and kindness. This card asks that you view your situation with grace. Will understanding bring compassion? How would love view your possible choices? What would kindness suggest that you do? See this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so you're going to put this out up here. Okay, in fact, we'll move these along because I think we're going to want, oh no, we can put runes. We're going to have runes as well, so that should be fine. Right, outcome, problems, take a leap. So this is interesting because everything in your reading is mind-blowingly positive, and yet you have problems. This card asks you to view any problem as an opportunity rather than a crisis. Whenever we identify a problem, our very recognition and acknowledgement of this difficulty creates an opportunity to seek a potential solution. As long as a problem remains unseen or indeed denied, the doorway to a potential solution remains closed. And we've got take a leap, which is very interesting, and also outcome. This card asks you not to be too attached to a specific outcome. In any new situation, the possibilities are open-ended. Anything might happen. Try not to prescribe a fixed outcome within your mind, as this may limit your ability to access the infinite scope of possibilities sent to guide you in the best possible direction. I feel that maybe a message arrives in the form of, or guidance arrives in the form of something that is disrupting, or unexpected, or we have, yes, we've got Awaz, the rune of boundaries, and we have the Tewaz, the spiritual warrior energy as well. And we have, signs, signals, synchronicities, answers. Right, okay, so this is very powerful. Very, very powerful indeed. Okay, my lovely souls. I think something is going to arrive, if it hasn't already. I do actually think something is going to arrive, possibly unexpectedly, that you'll have to respond to. It could come through a message, like an email, or whatever the circumstances. Something comes and you have to actually handle it in the moment. It might actually appear to be a problem, and there may even be something around you already that you perceive to be a problem. But, my lovely Aquariuses, it's actually bringing you the best possible outcome. I mean, it would be like being made redundant and you think, oh, this is the worst thing ever. But then because you've been given redundancy, then you actually, look for another job, and suddenly you apply for one, and it's the best thing ever, and you get the job straight away. And it's like there's such a turnaround. Swift action, good fortune, taking a leap. Yeah, look, sometimes even when we desperately desire change, we procrastinate and find all kinds of reasons as to why we should stay as we are. It is completely understandable to be anxious when stepping into the unknown. This card is calling you to trust and make that move. You really are being invited, my beautiful souls, to well, I'm going to say you're being invited. I think there is a message, but the message, as I said, it could come in the form of an actual message, but it may not. It may just be circumstances or a person around you. Something is arriving and you think, this is the last thing I need. But it is bringing you a really, really favourable outcome, okay? This is what we have here, a really favourable outcome. Better than you thought you would have had, and way better than before. It's just it may not feel like it in the moment. Okay, so it's bringing things back into balance actually for you in a really good way. So we have 4 of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. We have Epiphany, Archangel Raziel, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. Okay, right, there's a lot of meditation energy around you. And then 2 of Gabriel, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible, important relationships with people who share your vision. Okay, so lovely Aquariuses, I feel that there is some energy, circumstances, situations around you that if it hasn't arrived yet, I think it's going to. There is absolutely nothing to be concerned about. Nothing whatsoever. I'm not voicing this. Sometimes we have a wobble. I know if we listen to a reading and someone says, oh, I think something's going to come that's unexpected, and you might see it as a problem, and we go, oh, that's not what I want. It's truly, this is absolutely fabulous. It's a gift. It's an absolute blessing and a gift. You're not going to be hanging around swift action. Okay, good fortune. You will not be hanging around. So there's absolutely no need to dwell in concern or in any way. In fact, get still. Just get really, really still and get centered in response to what's happening, and the answers honestly will just come to you. You'll be able to then make some really bold, ambitious plans and take action, and I think you're going to see results really, really quickly. This is actually, I think it really is like I suppose it's like a silver lining in a way, but it feels more than that. It actually feels as if it's guided, something arriving, and it literally is a sign sent to guide you, to change something in your world, to create a shift. It's got Sirius energy. Sirius is our spiritual sun. I mean, this could not be more guided, particularly with Sirius aligning with our new moon. I mean, wow. This feels very much guided towards your, your higher promise, your higher calling. So beautiful souls, if there is anything going on around you already, my lovely Aquariuses, don't be fazed by it. There is nothing negative. It's simply a sign because something needs to change and you'll be guided. Just get still, don't panic. Although you'll need to take action, swift action will be required. You don't have to almost feel you don't have to work out what the steps are. I think they'll be shown to you. So just get still, take a leap, and I think you're going to see results quickly, if I'm honest. I think it's a really favourable month, even though it may not necessarily immediately appear to be. I hope this is making sense for you, my lovely Aquariuses. So beautiful souls, I am going to move to the extendeds. I'm going to look at, I'll ask for a bit more information, then I'm going to be looking at all the different areas of your world, your home, you know, money, communities, friendships, that sort of the area of your world around you. Then we'll look at career, money, finances, and then we will look at relationships, and then specifically at love in your relationships. So wonderful Aquariuses, actually have an amazing month. You know, the epiphany, the awareness, the benefit of this will come. I don't feel like you're going to be left hanging in any way, shape or form. So beautiful souls, I'm sending you tons of love. You're welcome to join me for the extendeds. I will put the links in the description box and in the pinned comment, and you know, otherwise I look forward to seeing you for some other readings, and thank you so much for being here on YouTube. Tons of love. Pisces, welcome to your monthly readings. Now, you have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Okay, these are starseed cards. I've chosen them very specifically given the astrology that's going on at the moment. Let's get more cards for my lovely Pisces. Maybe we have some number cards to see what we are shown. I'm seeing this one as well for you too. Okay, so my beautiful Pisces, the blue flame, spontaneous awakening. Look at this, spiritual awakening. Wow, I mean, you could not write it, could you? 1001, new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity and heading in the right direction, a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. We then have the big break. Wow. 1515, innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash or other support is coming your way, so keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. And then we have 666, reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. So what I'm seeing here, my lovely Pisces, is a significant spiritual awakening, it almost feels like a rite of passage, that whatever's taking place around you, it is. Now we've got here, you're going through a spiritual awakening which can feel like the dark night of the soul. Now we'll draw more cards and see what this is about. But I feel, what I'm picking up on more than anything is that you're in a space that feels, it's like a space of uncertainty, almost as if you're not actually sure exactly what step to take next in some area of your life, and yet you are on track. But I do feel some sense of hesitation around you. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. So what we've got this month are opportunities where certain things arrive specifically to to get you to think about and evaluate where you are in your life at the moment, with the potential for something to unfold from that. It's very much a part of your awakening. It's very much part of your calling, actually. Let's draw your runes. So you have the rune of joy, fabulous. You have the rune of fertility showing up as well. That was the right way up first. And we have Suelo, wholeness. This is really interesting because this really is, I mean, this is all about walking a spiritual pathway, finding your calling, your niche, your direction. I think this is going to be a really interesting month for you. Let me draw more cards and see what else we're showing for my lovely Pisces. New love is around you, okay. Now whether this is, let's put this up here, I think we can do that. Yeah. So new love, the energy of new love is around you. Now whether this is new love in terms of an actual romantic interest, or whether it's new love of your life, of yourself. This is a general reading. I will be drawing cards about love, specifically relationships, in all areas of your life, specifically in different ways in the extendeds. But I think the energy is really supporting your awakening, and I think you are being brought experiences that are literally designed to assist you in becoming more awake, more aware, and to enhance your life and take you in exactly the direction that you're meant to be going in. We have, you've done nothing wrong, believe in yourself, and you are safe now. Goodness me, okay. This is really interesting. So the Wunjo, the rune of joy, Pisces, this is like a new dawn. Now you've done nothing wrong, believe in yourself. You are safe now. This is suggesting to me that some stuff has been going on that has left you not, as if you're not feeling on solid ground. And indeed sometimes it's a natural thing, isn't it? I think we can get into that headspace where it feels like, what did I do to deserve this? That I must have done something wrong, or karmically what went, even if we can't think of a single reason why it's happened, we just end up feeling like we're in that zone. And sometimes, to be fair, let's face it, we all make mistakes, but that should be fine. It shouldn't be something to target yourself for. Right, you've done nothing wrong. Whatever has taken place was out of your control and out of your hands. This card asks you to let go of any feelings of guilt or personal blame. This was not your fault. You've done nothing wrong. Believe in yourself. You are important. You are lovable. You are special. You are a unique and extraordinary person. Wherever you've come from, whatever has happened to you in the past, it is time to let go of any negative perceptions that you may carry about yourself. It is now time to relax. It is safe to relax. You've been through a major ordeal and you've been amazing. You've handled it all, but as a consequence, you've learned to live on high alert. This needs to change. Your mind needs peace and your body needs to relax and repair. This card brings a message. You are safe now. It is safe and okay to relax. So I just feel you've been through quite a lot. I have to say my Pisces friends have actually been through a lot, a huge amount. In fact, all of my Pisces people have been through tons of stuff, and it's lasted, interestingly, for quite a while. But then again, Neptune's been in Pisces, it's been in your sign. Neptune is your ruler, or one of your rulers, but Neptune in Pisces is powerful, and Neptune can leave us feeling confused as hell, as if we're out at sea, with no paddle, really. So, all sorts of, the tides can change at any moment, and I think the Neptunian energy can be really strong to handle emotionally. Neptune will be passing out of your sign soon, so and in fact right now Neptune is in retrograde, so there's time for reflection, to evaluate the big break, swallow the path you must follow. I sort of almost feel like, beautiful souls, something is coming in that will, it's not exactly turn something around. It will bring the new dawn. Rather than it being a turnaround, it will almost like revive your faith in life, or in some area of your life, or give you a sense that there is a bigger picture, a sort of a recognition, you know, when lots of things, you know, happen and we just think, wow, you know, will it ever stop? Will I ever reach a point of stability? And then suddenly good things start to happen and you think, oh, actually this wouldn't have happened if that hadn't happened. And somehow suddenly you catch a glimpse of the bigger picture and you're able to start integrating your experiences that were challenging into a much bigger picture and sort of feel like everything happened with a purpose. That's what I feel is, you know, happening to you. A lot of spiritual awareness, a lot of spiritual awakening, but it's coming, I think, because good things are arriving. And that enables you to have a different take on things. Let's draw some Archangel Tarot cards and see what else we're shown. We have Change Your Life. Wonderful, Archangel Chamuel. Fantastic. This is actually the Tower card in a traditional pack. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunity that change brings. Yeah, that there is a shift in the energy around you. And I think it's shifted because something arrives that is really good. For some of you, it could be new love. And this could be love of, you know, like an intimate relationship, but it could also be, you know, new love of your life or some circumstance or, you know, community group or your work. But there is definitely new love around you. We will draw cards for these for you in the extendeds. Now we have the Star card. This is renewed hope, optimism. These are big cards. The Tower, the Star. So something's arriving that's really going to change things for you. 8 of Ariel, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Okay. Now, if this is a work opportunity for some of you, it may be that you are invited to step up into something and it takes you further towards your calling. You really see where you're going. Further education, further training is coming, but I'm also seeing this as being a reward, actually. I think you've had to work very hard to navigate, for some of you, quite a lot of stuff, actually, Pisces. And I think it's because of that that it's like a reward is coming in. Part of the reward, though, it's not, I think something quite genuinely practical, the big break, is coming into you. An opportunity, help, extra cash or other support is coming your way. So I think there's actually a physical reality to something coming that lifts your world. What's really interesting though is I actually feel it's arriving because you deserve it. I think it's arriving because you've worked your socks off to process some big stuff. And, you know, it's this turning point that we're now seeing as, you know, we are seeing some really big major opportunities. There's a lot of transformation going on in the world and it's not always easy, but it's bringing massive opportunities, massive revelations. And of course, the real biggie is that when something practical and pragmatic really happens in your world, and suddenly you think, wow, there is a bigger picture. This makes some sense to me now. And all those things that were just hard work suddenly make sense to you. Suddenly it starts to fall into place. And I think that's fab, Pisces. Really, really fab. And about time too, I think. I imagine many of you will be feeling that. You know, you're safe now. This is literally saying about time too. You can now relax. All of that hard stuff is over. It's time to relax, believe in yourself. What happened with purpose. It's all going to get clear. And you can now continue living in a much more relaxed way. Pisces, I'm going to dive into the extendeds, my beautiful souls. I'll draw more cards around how this shift happens. I'll then draw cards for your career, money, finances, well, for your home life actually as well, your home, the circumstances around you, home, family, friends, communities, career, money, finances, then for relationships across the board, and then I will also draw for love, for actual love and, you know, those close, intimate relationships as well. So lovely Pisces, thank you so much. You're welcome to join me for the extendeds if you wish, but otherwise I truly look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Anyone interested in the extendeds, I'll put the links to Patreon and the membership area of YouTube in the description below. That's where you find the readings for all the zodiac signs. Tons of love to you, beautiful souls.